Oh,
yeah.
How now?
Brown cow.
Brown cow is how now?
Unique New York.
Give me a countdown. 5. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Williamstown. It's the playoffs, if you will, in this very, very interesting season. I'm Chris Lozzi, along with Coffee Jones, as usual. Presented by Pizza Hut here on BFA Sports. It's the Braves and the Hammonton Blue Devils. And this is the playoff pod that Williamstown is in as a 2 seed. They host this game against Hammonton. St. Augustine awaits the winner. There is, at this time, no 4 seed in this pod, but it's an example to get these guys more playing time as the season goes through.
It's going to be a crazy season. Obviously, it has been so far in 2020, but we got to find a way to right the ship here. There's been some struggles here, offensively and even defensively, here at Williamstown over the past 2 weeks. I think they get them corrected and get a victory tonight.
And he's talking about 2 losses in a row, Williamstown coming into this contest. They're 3-2 on the field, but they're 4-2 on paper because they have a forfeit win. COVID, by the way, has a perfect record this season, just so you know. So at 4-2, they got the number 2 seed, but again, 2 straight losses, and they didn't look good in either of them, in particular last week against Millville.
Millville, they got on the edge with them. And that was the one thing that I talked about. I said it on Twitter earlier today. I expect a big game from Donovan Ezeraku, Chad Davis, and even Xavier Alexander. Those front 3 guys that have been dominant for the most part during this season, they've got to step their game up because they lost a lot of contain running around the edges last week against Millville. They'll get it fixed here tonight because there's a good tailback they'll be facing there from Hammonton.
And you're talking about a Hammonton offense that has actually passed the ball 11 times in 5 games. Actually 4. They're 3-1, and with the 2 games that they lost to COVID, they were 9th rated preseason in South Jersey. So, I don't know if it's because
Chris, they're ranked 15th. What I got right now, according to Max Preps. I mean, this is still a good team. Don't take them lightly. If you're anybody, they lost 20-7 to the Prep, same team that has beaten Williamstown the last couple of years. So they've got some common opponents. I'm pretty sure these coaches have watched both of those game films to try to figure out what each team is going to do when you can get a similar look.
Talking about the senior Jaden Abrams, who is the running back for Hammonton. He gets the bulk of the carries, as you say, the bell cow, and he has an offer from Lafayette College, so that's their D1. But Hammonton brings back a lot of people on the defensive and offensive line. They go both ways, and the size advantage goes to the Blue Devils tonight.
And that's what we faced last week when you talk about, or even the week before, going against the Prep. These big guys up front with only a 3-man line defensively, like I said, the pressure's going to be on Donovan Ezeraku, senior leader of this team, Xavier Alexander, another senior, Chad Davis. Those guys up front have to be able to be moving quickly, getting outside, keeping the ball contained, forcing it back inside to where you got the number 1 safety in America in Keon Saab. You got Joey Roccabaldo. You got some guys. Haven't mentioned Brody Colbert yet. He's going to be one of the X factors offensively when we talk about that side of the ball.
And we'll get to it when we come back here on BFA, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. Williamstown Braves football. Braves hosting Hammonton. It's a playoff matchup next.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. You got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Roccabaldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hit it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family? Head over to Pizza Hut and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Look what color my hair is. You gotta tell me these things. What is today? You know what I do? I sit work and I get Angela's classes. Yeah. I have to train. Yeah, but this work I do. Good idea.
Sauce. Captain for tonight's game, number 27, Joey Roccabaldo. And for Hammonton, number 25, Jaden Abrams.
Gotta get a win.
Williamstown won the toss, chose to defer. Hammonton will start with the ball. Introducing the defending back-to-back South Jersey goodbye champions, your Williamstown Braves! Williamstown is coached by head coach Pat Gallagher. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to the 40-yard line as Williamstown Junior ROTC presents tonight's colors. Tonight's anthem will be played by senior band member Michael Gerhardt.
Michael Gerhardt really gets them going. Here we are in the broadcast booth. Chris and Coffee and our BFA sports crew here tonight. That's Michael Gerhardt with the guitar, but as you said, he's on a losing streak too.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row. We've lost, and got to find a way to bounce back. And it starts here tonight. It's going to start on defense. This Williamstown Brave defense has been the best in South Jersey over the past 2 seasons. They haven't really shown up to their full capability. They've been good, not great, but the way your offense played the last couple weeks, you got to be great here tonight.
And keep in mind too, the defense the prep game, they gave the ball to the 8-yard line. So, I mean, it wasn't the defense's fault there. And then there was a meltdown last week against Millville. So I think they've got a chip on their shoulder, too.
They should. And like I said, the mistakes cannot be made. So the guys that have made those mistakes, starting with Doug Brown, you're the quarterback, you're the leader of this team, defending state champ. You've got to come out here and show why you're one of the best quarterbacks in South Jersey here tonight.
As mentioned, it'll be the Brave defense onto the field first. So the Braves will kick it to the Blue Devils. The winner goes to St. Augustine. Next week, it'll be Friday at 6 o'clock with a few of the Richland Rowdies that'll be there.
And number 4, Santino Ralph.
And this is Brendan Amico. Cold night tonight in Williamstown. Game time temperature 42 degrees. Wind chill of 39. And we go here in Monroe Township. And the kick is taken by Connie Temple. And Temple gets buried just as he gets to the 30-yard line.
Oh, my.
It's unbelievable on special teams.
Nasir Lane.
Nasir Lane really nailed him.
I think my headset shifted when he hit him. Wow. Good job on special teams coming out with a spark and with a bang to start this game off. You've got an upset, angry Braves team here.
The spot is the 29-yard line, and our first look at the Blue Devil offense. And if I call them the Blue Hens, just, slap me right upside the head. In motion goes Weissman. First down, handoff, and only a yard. The captain tonight, Joe Raccabaldo, who represented the Braves at the coin toss, makes the tackle after gain of a yard. Again, we're talking about a Hammonton offense that has thrown the ball 11 times in 4 games.
You can see the penetration right up front, right over the left guard. The right guard, defensive left, or defensive tackle, Xavier Alexander, number 44, on the same side as Donovan Ezeraku. That's going to be a side that you may want to avoid if you're Hammonton offensively.
Just underway tonight here in Williamstown. Our BFA Sports crew for the Braves, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. Now we got a broken play as Van Dever wanted to hand off, and now he's going to keep it. And guess what? That's going to get him a first down up across the 40-yard line.
Talked about how securing the edge defensively is going to be an issue. Donovan Ezeraku, he gets caught up inside, loses contain there, and then you get picked off by the running back and allow the quarterback to pick up an extra blocker using this option scheme. You've got to do your job soundly, individually, and collectively as a defense.
I still maintain it looked like a broken play, though. So it'll be 10 and a first down at the 39 for Hammonton. 2 minutes gone tonight here in Williamstown. You can see the size on the line for Hammonton. And undersized for Williamstown on the other side of the ball, so that's definitely going to be the key. Here's a handoff. This is the fullback, Brock Weissman. Picks up a couple across the 40. Be second down and 8.
It's that triple option attack. The bread and butter is going to be the fullback dive. Good job just coming up from his second level, Brody Colbert, and making that stop.
Ball at the 41. Again, we're talking about a Blue Devil offense that they run the ball and run the ball and run the ball and run the ball, and that's what head coach Joe Razzo says he's going to do until they stop him, and why not? Works so far. Slot is to the right. It's second down. Here's Abrams off the far side. Gets a few. And I'll bring up a third down. Xavier Alexander amongst others on the charge. And a third down and about 5 coming up.
Second time we've seen Ezeraku get pinned inside. They only picked up a few yards. Good job by Joey Raccabaldo getting outside, being able to secure that tackle. Lorenzo Rodriguez-Hines as well. But here we go, third down. Big opportunity to get a stop for this Williamstown defense.
They put him down at the 43, so it's a third down, about 6. And now with a lot of motion, and we're going to get a timeout called, or we're going to get a flag. Let's see. I think we got a flag. It's a false start that goes against Hammonton. So instead of 3rd and 6, it's now going to be 3rd and 11. A lot of penalties in this 2-game losing streak for Williamstown, too, so you can see how it really can affect the situation. 3rd and 6 now becomes 3rd and 11.
And for a team that's known for running this option-style attack, that's going to be advantageous for the Braves to force them into a known passing situation.
You've got Abrams in the backfield from a spread. Van Dever's going to throw it on 3rd down, and he's got his man, and that is Santino Rayo. First down, Hammonton in Williamstown territory.
Very surprised at the play fake. Donovan Ezeraku comes, gets some pressure on the quarterback, but he finds an open receiver right past the sticks, and a first down conversion for Hammonton.
Pickup of 14. And the Blue Devils with the first down at the Williamstown 48. On the sweep, Andrew Riker. And he slides down after a gain of about a yard. Crowd wants a hold. And no, I don't think so. It's nice to look, though.
That's just the defensive lineman and coach in me. I don't think that was enough to garner a holding call. You got to fight a little bit harder for Mr. Lane on the edge there to get back outside and keep it sane. But this defense, we talked about them all season long. They're fast, and they can run to the football even though they're undersized.
Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. 7:30 on the first quarter clock. No score tonight. Abrams gets a block, tries to spin it outside, and is to the 40. Be a couple yards short of the first down. Got a good block, though, from Andrew Riker.
Again, outside run. They get out on the edge. You got a lead blocker coming around the corner, A.J. Riker, as you talked about him. He gets a good block to allow his running back to get the corner, bringing up a 3rd and manageable situation for Hammonton.
Third down, about 3 from the 41. Braves show blitz, and they're coming, and they've got Abrams, and then at the last minute, Van Dever pulled it back, and that's going to be a loss of a yard on the play.
But watch this play by Xavier Alexander. Just gets in, quick swim move, tackles the running back, and it's just a smart play by Van Dever, trying to keep the ball and making something out of nothing, and then Mr. Alexander, he helps an opponent off the grass. That was some good sportsmanship there. I like it. You play tough between the whistle, sportsman after the whistle. That's a good student athlete. I think any college would be lucky to have him. I know he's undersized, but Xavier Alexander can play some football.
Here's a punt from Riker, and coming up and diving with the catch at the 25 is Brody Colbert. So the Braves do get their stop, and they'll have it now from the 25. And our first look at the Brave offense with Dougie Brown. And he knows better than anybody that he has to pick it up. But keep this in mind, too. They're high school kids, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just bounces back with a tremendous football game tonight.
And look at the guy, top of the screen, number 3. We're going to talk about him all day. Everybody in the country knows who he is, and Keon Saab.
Well, that's a bad snap, and Turner's going to pick it up and try and do something with it. He's going to get to the near side, then he fumbles the ball. Wow. And this is all going to be a loss of a yard thanks to the recovery by the Braves. And I think it was Quincy Noel that came up with it. So a bad snap, then a fumble, and then a recovery. All that for nothing.
Well, nothing for the defense. Obviously, you're very fortunate. I can keep hearing that song, How Lucky Can One Guy Be, in my head on a play like that. But good job by Noel and obviously Turner Inge.
Nick Bruno at center tonight for the Braves. Now they're going to try an option on 2nd down, and Brown keeps it. And Dougie fights his way. He's across the 30 to the 31. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 for the Braves.
A couple plays we hadn't seen in the last couple weeks in this 2-game losing streak. The speed option, letting Doug Brown put the ball in his hand, He's your quarterback. He understands this game as offense as well as anybody does. Let him make those decisions in the screen game. I like to see the screen game come back in a little bit later.
Instead, it's Turner Inge with his first real carry of the night. And that's good enough for a first down for the Braves.
So that fumble, if Turner does pick up positive yards, do you put that as rushing yards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And just like that. And now the officials have stopped the clock. They're going to switch balls. There we go. So they'll put another football in the game, then we'll wind it. We're just under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter tonight in Williamstown. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here tonight. Playoff game number 1. That's the screen that Coffee was looking for, and that's Brody Colbert taken down. And Azaraku could have been charged with a block in the back as well.
And Don's kind of looking like, why is he taking the ball outside? But that's on the throw. I think Don's got to make a better block. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know what the coaching staff is talking about. I'm not going to necessarily throw him out of the bus, but I just know what I expect from a Power 5 recruit and a commit in Donovan Azaraku. You're going to have some tougher guys in Chestnut Hill. Look, they got Notre Dame coming up tomorrow. So they're going to have some tougher guys you're going to be seeing when you're playing for BC. If you're on the offensive side of the ball, you got to make that block.
I don't like it. People are calling for an upset tomorrow night.
Well, you know those trap games. Look, we've seen it. You play up for a big game, and the next week you're favored, and you get beat. We've seen it happen.
Play fake on second down. Brown connects. Brody Colbert points his way, and he's correct. It's a first down.
I think Brody's the most versatile athlete on this field, and even as much as Keon Saab is the number 1 rated athlete, for to be able to catch and do the things, play linebacker, play physical, line up as a fullback, as a lead blocker. He is their Swiss Army knife and a valuable piece for this offense and this Braves defense.
9 yards, first down. Here's a pitch near side. Turner Inge again. You can hear everybody saying hold the ball, and he picks up about 4 yards on the play. Brock Weissman on the stop.
Yeah, good job by Weissman. 21 fighting over the top. See there, right there at the last second, he comes in there. They're trying to rip the football out. And there's some players on this Hammonton defensive side of the ball. You see a lot of these guys are playing both ways, but they're not going to be a slouch. You're going to have to find a way to put up some points.
2nd and 7. That's Colbert in motion. Brown to throw it, dumps it off. Inge off the bobble, makes the catch, and then is pushed backwards. Dom Lasassa got him by the legs and got him short of the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a little.
Good job by Doug Brown, just understanding the situation. Nobody open down the field, just take it down to your running back. You can't go broke taking a profit.
Say that one again, you can't.
Can't go broke taking a profit.
All righty.
Heard that from an old quarterback, a guy I know. He said the coach used to have to harp on him to check it down to the running back with the Eagles.
3rd down and a long 4 at the 47-yard line. The 43 is the marker.
Trips formation. This looks like a run look.
Here's a fake. Brown's going to keep it. Brown's going to run and dive in the first down to the 40.
Let's see, when they went to that trips formation to the far side, there was only 5 guys in the box. They dropped everybody out in coverage, so I'm not surprised Doug Brown chose to tuck this ball down and move the chains with his feet.
And if it wasn't for Brock Weissman and that diving attempt, I think he gets another 15 yards down the middle of the field. As it stands, it's at the 40, and it's a first down. And we are under 2 minutes on the clock in the first quarter, and that's expected with a lot of running on both sides of the field. Turner Inge, nothing. To the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here's a play I'd like these coaching staff to give Doug some autonomy. You see at the top of the screen, at the very last second, the cornerback backed way off of Keon Saab. I'm talking 8-9 yards off, and he was bailing because they obviously respect his athletic talent. That's something I think you should be able to give the freedom to, like you would do some of the other high-profile quarterbacks at the other levels, to just throw it out there. You got the best athlete in the country. If they back off of him, you throw it to number 3 and let him make a play.
Now trying to get a hard count to get Hammonton to jump. They're not doing it. Now here's a package with Quincy Noel in, now out, and Brown's not sure, and the Braves are going to have to call a timeout. So more confusion. Timeout number 1 for the Braves will stay here with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. So first impression, the defense does what they've been doing all season long, and unfortunately the offense is doing what they've been doing for the past 3 weeks.
Well, they haven't turned the ball over yet. This is obviously their first possession, and knowing the type of running style that Hammonton brings, they're going to shorten the game. That's kind of been their MO. That's most teams that have a option attack. You're not going to get as many possessions as you would against a team that's going to throw it all over the yard. So you're going to have to be efficient, take care of the football, and a good decisions just to make sure you get the right play called.
Body language is important, isn't it?
It is, but I think the execution needs to be more important. We're going to need some execution and be able to move this ball down the field in the red zone and get number 3 to football.
If you ever hear the story of John McKay when he was the head coach at Tampa, and one of the reporters says, how about the offense's execution? And he said, yep, I'm all for it. That was when Tampa was really bad with the orange uniforms. Might be before Coffey's time. Following the timeout, it's 2nd down and 9, 51 seconds on the clock. And on 2nd down, it's an option. Turner Inge has got room. Turner Inge inside the 10, bangs his way, and he's out of bounds inside the 5.
Great decision by Dougie Brown. Attack the line of scrimmage. Last second, easy pitch. Lead it right in front of your running back. He catches it in stride. Turner Inge in the wind inside the 5-yard line. Yeah, it should have been a late hit.
They'll put the ball at the 3.
Here comes the goal line package. You sit in the big boys.
Turner Inge for 35 and a 1st and goal, Williamstown, with under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Chad Davis in the game. Xavier Alexander in at fullback.
With Saab in motion, it's Turner Inge, and he is stopped right away. Nowhere to go. Andrew Riker making the stop.
I'm not sure the design of that play. Well, you get beat. I'm not going to lie to you. Chad Davis got beat at tight end on the inside, but Turner Inge didn't really follow his fullback. He kind of ran inside, and a good job by filling on the Hammonton linebacker side.
No gain, 2nd down, and this is probably going to be the final play of the quarter as the Braves are not in a hurry to run this one. So we're going to go to the other side of the field, just like that, with no score after 1 quarter here in Williamstown. Braves nothing, Hammonton nothing, right here on BFA Sports, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football. You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor.
Of course, that's special. There we are with 1 large pizza, stuffed crust, $13.99. And speaking of a stuffed, there is a touchdown for the Braves. Turner Inge. You were saying?
Well, you got to find a way to score, and that's the way to come out. You get the ball, well, you win the coin toss. That's the first point. You put your defense out there first. They give up a couple first downs. They ended up forcing a punt, some good plays defensively by Xavier Alexander, and then finally the offense with a great speed option play. They ran that speed option twice for big yardage on that drive. And Turner Inge cashes it in with the touchdown.
Drive goes 76 yards. And a 3-yard touchdown run by Turner Inge after the defense does what they need to do and they get the stop. And now the extra point try from Brandon Amico. 7-0 Braves. First minute of play in the second quarter here on BFA. Sorry about that. We interrupt this Pizza Hut commercial because there was a flag on the extra point. We want to make sure we get that right. So, personal foul. Roughing the kicker is against Hammonton, so they're going to assess it on the kickoff. Now we'll take a break. 7-0 Braves.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Turner Inge opening the scoring for tonight for the Braves. A 3-yard touchdown run, culminating a 76-yard touchdown drive, and Williamstown up 7-0 here tonight on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the crew here tonight from Williamstown, and you can see Amico will kick this one from the plus 45. Does he go for the crossbar?
Person had an onside kicked it.
He does not. He goes for the touchback, and it'll be Hammonton from the 20. And another look at their quarterback, Kyle Van Dever. 11 times going into this game, 1 pass attempt tonight. That's 12 pass attempts in 3 1/4 football games.
Well, they haven't needed it. They've obviously done enough to beat Millville, a team that obviously beat our Williamstown Braves last week. They beat Vineland 27-6. You put up 27 on Millville, 27 on Vineland, 37 on Cedar Creek, and you lose 20-7 to the Prep. But nowadays, who doesn't lose to the Prep? They're a good team.
At the 20, Brock Weissman in the backfield jumped the gun, and that flag is going to be on him.
Ball start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So they'll put the ball back to the 15-yard line. And a 1st and 15 coming up. Second flag of the night, third flag of the night. All of them belong to Hammonton. Forgot the personal foul after the extra point. So they roughed Amico. First minute of play in the second quarter. 7-0 Braves in front tonight. And a 2nd and 15 now coming up for Hammonton with Jaden Abrams in the backfield. And he's joined by Keyshawn Clayton. This is Abrams off the left side, and Abrams can run. Jaden Abrams can run. Nobody's going to catch him. Jaden Abrams will run all the way for the touchdown. 75 yards.
Oh, he took the gloves off. He had the gloves on pregame, swagging out, and he doesn't need them this play. Again, they get to the edge. The Sear Lane's got to keep contained there. And Turner Inge, it's a track meet out there, and Abrams won the gold medal.
So there's your basic one-play, 75-yard touchdown drive, and Hammonton is 1 extra point away from tying this game. Interesting, right?
We talked about it. This team, listen, Chris, according to Max Preps, we're the underdogs tonight. Williamstown is no longer ranked in the top 25 after losing 2 games in a row. And this Hammonton team, even with their 1 loss to the Prep, they're ranked 15th in the state of New Jersey. This is no shabby squad, as my coach used to say.
Rayo holds for Fields, and we're tied at 7. First minute of play in the second quarter, 7-7 here on BFA.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He's got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Welcome back to Williamstown. It's a 75-yard touchdown run by Jaden Abrams. He's been doing that a lot. Division I recruit going to Lafayette. And here's the kick by Fields. Off the far side, Keon Sabb. And he is caught from behind by Riker on special teams, and the Blue Devils are fired up.
They should be. You get an explosive play like that after punting the ball and giving up a long drive and watching Williamstown run the ball pretty much down your throat. They come back and quick strike with a one-play drive. Abrams to tie it up, and special teams gets them fired up.
Braves back on offense at the 21. As Zaraku coming in motion. Brown fakes. Colbert near side, needs a block and's got it. Brody Colbert pushed out of bounds at a big gain. Santino Rayo knocked him out. 26 yards for the Braves, first down. There is a flag, and that might be a block in the back. Or a hold. What do you think?
You threw your hands up, Keon.
Yeah.
You'll learn that at the next level when you're at Georgia or Clemson or wherever. When you put your hands up like that, the referee thinks you're automatically guilty. You tell them, Chris. You know about that.
Yeah. So Keon Sabb will get whistled for that. And it puts the ball all the way back to the 13. That umpire, by the way, is Paul Fetter. Outstanding official. College experience. He's on a crew, well, half of a crew that I was on in college. And now you can sleep better tonight. So following the penalty, it's a first down and 18 for the Braves, and now Fetter moves the ball up a yard. And now you've got the spread in the backfield. Low snap, quick to that is a forward pass, by the way, and Colbert is tripped up almost immediately.
This time, Brody Colbert gets the ball in a jet sweep, and a good job, Brock Weissman, getting over the top. It's the second time we've called his name from the linebacker position.
Trying a hard count.
Yeah, look, there's nobody covering Brody Colbert immediately right now. That's another bubble screen opportunity. Just get him the ball in space. Look at that cushion he's got over him in the slot.
On second down, a play fake. Brown looks deep right, goes back deep left to the sideline. And third down coming up.
He looks to his left, doesn't like what he sees, pulls the ball back down. Keon Saab's the only one over there. It looks like it might have been a throwaway, even though Keon was coming back to the ball late.
So third down in a bundle. Minute and a half gone in the second quarter, and I think we've hit a wall. We were flying there for a little bit there, partner. Third down, no chance. Austin Hudak with the stop in the backfield on Ezeraku.
Number 24, Lorenzo Hines, ball carrier.
That was Hines on the carry. But a good job defensively. If you don't block the edge guy, even on a tailback draw in a long yardage situation, you're asking for trouble. And this Williamstown defense is going to have to step up here after they're going to be forced to punt out of their own end zone.
So a penalty and going back a little bit in a 4th and 20, and Pedersen is a yard inside the end zone for his first punt of the night. This is a short kick that takes a great Williamstown bounce all the way to midfield, and boy, did the Braves need that. So down right there, 40-yard punt, nothing on the return, and Hammonton back on offense in a 7-7 ball game.
Defense got to step up. You talked about it on that kickoff. How they get down there and make a tough tackle, and the kickoff is the starting play of your defense. From what I've heard from some great coaches I've been around, that got this Hammonton defense fired up. They get the stop after the holding call on the open and explosive play to Brody Colbert. And here's good field position for this run-heavy Hammonton offense.
Midfield is the line of scrimmage, a first down for Hammonton. Abrams, and why not, for about 4. Ezeraku on the stop.
See, they run that double wing motion. They bring him around the corner. Good job by Ezeraku spinning out of that. He's getting double teamed on the edge there. I can see this coaching staff just kind of switch some things up a little bit. Go with a tighter front, maybe put 5 guys up front to try to keep contained on these edges, especially when you're an undersized team.
Well, I would put 11 up there until you can prove you can throw the ball.
But widen them out. Look how he's sitting there in between the tackle and the wing blocker, and that's how he's losing contain there.
On second down, this is Clayton. He's inside the 45-yard line, about 3 yards short of the first down. Third down and short coming up.
Situation where you get guys going north and south. Those guys that you got up the middle, Brody Colbert, Joey Roccabaldo, these linebackers, Turner Haynes, these linebackers are tough against the run, but you got to give them a chance by keeping contained.
Van Dever coming in with the play. He's 1 for 1, by the way, for 17 yards. Third down, about 4 from the 44. Coming up on 8 minutes left here in the second. Tied at 7. Abrams, left side.
Good job.
That's the touchdown run. The whistle blew before the ball came out. There was a whistle blown before the ball came out.
What a great job by Brody Colbert. You see him outside. He's taking on Brock Wiseman, and he keeps outside contained, forces the running back to cut it up. The ball does come out, and it looks like Hammonton recovered.
I think the whistle was blown instead, which is why there's going to be no discussion about that. So 4th down, and Williamstown defense does hold. This will be Riker's second punt of the night. Here's Riker's kick. Low line drive that finds the sideline. We'll see where they mark it. They'll mark it at the 20-yard line. And the Braves will go back on offense in a tie ball game, 7-7 with 7:13 left until halftime here tonight. So we heard people talking about other scores going on. Holy Spirit, who won in the late 4th quarter comeback against the Prep, and then they hung on, and inside the 5-yard line they kept the Prep out of the end zone. That was some excitement down there. Well, they are the number 2 seed in that other pod. And if we give you a minute, we'll see if we can find that score update. Handoff, Turner Inge, got 3.
Number 5, Turner Inge.
He got tripped up on the play for Hammonton defensively. Brock Beebe, and he's one of those 3 returning seniors that NJ.com was so high on. It was Beebe, number 51, 56, Michael D'Agostino, and 58, John Schlabilia. They thought that those were the 3 with the continuity that they have. That's important, though, isn't it?
Of course.
Second down, about 6 after the 4-yard gain by Inge. Brown on the option. He keeps it, gets free. Dougie Brown in open spaces. Abrams is going to chase him out of bounds, but a good gain for Brown and the Braves. A big one, 31 yards.
It's a good block up front. You seal the edge. Doug just makes the decision to turn it up the field. Showing a little bit of wheels there. I like it. Good job. 51, Rich LaRusso getting the block, a cutoff block at the second level.
They mark it at the Hammonton 45. Play fake on first down.
Brody, you missed him to the right, Doug.
Brown in trouble now and just throws it away.
You see right here, top of the screen, Brody Colbert goes out to the flats. He's open now. That's a pre-snap read. If nobody's on your slot receiver, especially nowadays at the college level, you've got to take that all day. Something Doug will start to learn as he moves on to the next level. Read the defense, read their mail pre-snap, and see where they're lined up. And if they're not covering one of your most explosive offensive weapons, see right here, top of the screen, there's 3 defenders, 2.5 defenders, really. There's nobody on Brody Colbert.
But they run Turner Inge up the middle. And he is close to the 40-yard line, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
I'd stay in that same formation, that same look, and you can run it up and down the field and watch those middle linebackers. If they move out too far out of the box, you'll be able to run it for 5 yards a pop like you just did. If they don't, you can throw that bubble screen to Brody and let him do the rest.
5:40 to go until halftime. 3rd and 5. Brown, pressure coming, gets it away, and that pass is nowhere near Quincy Noel, and they'll bring up a 4th down. It's incomplete. 4th and 5 at their 40. What do you do?
You're going to punt. You're going to trust your defense.
On the punt for the Braves, number 29, Jacob Pedersen. Back to receive for the Blue Devils.
So Pedersen will punt for the 2nd time tonight. Rayo is back at the 5-yard line. But the way Pedersen's been booting it this year, he might not see this ball. Clock stop with 5:35 to go here in the second. And you see the score, 7-7 tonight on BFA. High snap. Pedersen with a good kick that's going to bounce and die inside the 15-yard line down to the 13. 35-yard punt, directional for Pedersen. And Hammonton is pinned deep for their offensive series with 5:24 to go. So other scores we got. Millville 7, Delsey 7. They're in the second quarter. Trying to find one that's of significance down here. I'll find it. It's interesting how these pods are even put together, to be honest with you, but Cumberland Regional and Shalleck 0-0 first quarter. Pennsgrove 30 zip on Buna at halftime. 30. First down carry for Hammonton. That's Weissman for a few yards. Did you hear that? 30 zip. Pennsgrove over Buna. And the game that of most importance outside of this one, Ocean City 10, St. Joe's of Hammonton 7. They're already in the third quarter down the shore in Ocean City. The loser there takes on the loser here tonight, next week. 5-yard gain for Weissman, a 2nd down and 5. Under 5 minutes to go until halftime here in Williamstown. Van Meter with a handoff, and caught behind that time was Abrams. As Zaraku said, enough of this.
You're not going to be able to run it between the tackles against this defense. And when you keep contained, even though that time Brody Colbert, he kind of slipped outside of the screen, they tried to go straight ahead. There's too much talent in between the tackles for this defense for you to have any success. If you're going to win, you got to beat them around the edge.
Brody was the contain, though, by tripping, right? Loss on the play of 2. 3rd and 6 now coming up for Hammonton. Other scores, Palmyra 35, Riverside 12. That is a final. And Collingswood defeats Gloucester City 8-6. Those are 5 o'clock kicks tonight. 3rd down 6. And Abrams gets through and gets enough and gets the 1st down, and another whistle that kills that play.
I think he was down. Obviously, the home crowd and staff is not going to. Roccabaldo backdoored that play. Keep sliding to your right, Joey. Yeah, he was down.
Absolutely. So a 1st down for Hammonton. With 3:25 to go. They're up at the 29-yard line. A couple fans didn't agree with the calls. On 1st down, handoff Abrams. Got about 3 on the play. Joe Roccabaldo making the stop for Williamstown.
See, it's tough. They go with the trap block against Xavier Alexander. The Turner Inge, a couple other defenders forced the stop. You're going to need a stop here just to close out this first half. Knowing Williamstown is going to get the ball to start the second half. If you can get a stop and put up some points here, try to double up on each side of this halftime break, it'll be really advantageous going against Hammonton tonight. The number 15 team, according to Max Reps, in the state of New Jersey.
Where are the Braves now?
29.
Misdirection, and going down in the backfield was Clayton. He slipped, and that's a big loss on the play.
Huge, because I think they might have had a play there. Coming around the corner, Joey Roccabaldo was, but that loss is going to force another known passing situation. They did convert one pass play earlier, 17 yards. You talked about Kyle Vanderveer having the ability to throw it down the field. Let's see if he can do it here.
Under 2 minutes to go, and a big 3rd and 13 now for Hammonton, and a big 3rd and 13 for that Brave defense as well. Does it look to you like they are stuffing the box a little bit more?
Yes.
Fake, Van Dever, screen, and dropped. Turner Inge with the stop, and the Braves are going to call their 2nd timeout. It was Santino Rayo with the reception, and immediately he was dropped.
And a good job by Turner Inge just reading the screen. He moved to his right initially, seen the screen out wide to the wide receiver, chased it down, and they're going to force a punt. Give Keon Saab and Brody Colbert a chance to return this.
Braves take their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left with 1:34 to go here tonight. 7-7 here. Let's see what we got going on elsewhere. Overbrook, nothing. Bishop Eustace, nothing. I didn't even know Bishop Eustace had a football team until I actually officiated one of their games this year at Princeton. And we still have nothing more to report on the St. Joe's Ocean City game. And as we await the punt, still 10-7 in the 3rd quarter, favor of the Red Raiders. It's a low snap. Riker gets it away. Brody Colbert at the 45. Brody Colbert to the other 45. And with 1:26 and 1 timeout left, the Braves go back on offense.
They actually came after the block just a little bit. Williamstown, one of the teams that go with a 2-return setup. Keon Saab on the one side, and as much as I love Brody Colbert, I'd rather kick it to him than to than to Mr. Staub over there.
Keon Sabb, a junior. Highly touted. First down with a minute 25 to go. Brown points. Brown's going to fake and run. And that little fake got him the first down. Did you see what it did to Jaden Abrams?
A little moxie, a little grass in the helmet. That's a tough quarterback. You see those pretty white pants he started off with, a little dirtied up now. Great block up front. He starts and points. Quincy Noel was open in the flat. Doug didn't see him. He decided, you know what, I'm going to take this 11, 12 yards myself. Give me some fantasy points. It's a point per 10 yards rushing, but you got to get 25 passing, so Doug knows.
Depends on the commissioner. First down, Brown rolls out near side and lofts it, and I believe that's intercepted. Off the interception, yes it is. It was deflected, and they're saying that that's an interception. Van Dever has it for Hammonton. Let's see it again. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Threw it right into Brody Colbert's body. Never hit the ground. That's an interception. First turnover of the night. And I think the officials have made their case that ball did not hit the ground. So with 51 seconds left and all 3 timeouts, Hammonton goes back on offense following the turnover. That's a fortuitous bounce. From the 27-yard line, now we'll see what Coach Razzo wants to do here. From the backfield, that's Abrams for about 3. And we'll watch the clock, and then we'll see what Hammonton wants to do.
Good job on that counter, just setting it up, getting your best player the football if you're Hammonton.
You need time, too, if you're going to have that long counter with that sweeping motion by the quarterback, because if you don't have time, then that's going to blow up. And as you can see, Hammonton in no hurry. Braves are apparently not going to use their final timeout. So this is going to be probably the final play of the half. A second down at 6 for the Blue Devils. They are at the 22. Three seconds. Van Dever, they're not going to try it. That's the end of the first half here tonight in Williamstown with the score, the Braves 7 and Hammonton 7. We're at halftime. Hold on, we've got whistles. We're going to stay here. Hold on a minute. Let's see if we have a delay of game that they didn't get the snap off in time. So they're going to have to put time back on the clock. So let's see what they decide. Put some time back on the clock, too. 2 seconds. They put 2 seconds back on the clock. And now they have to run this play. So this will be the final play of the half. And they have to snap it. Anything can happen, Coffee.
Yeah, I think they're going to take it.
Why don't you give Herman Edwards a call and ask him what he thinks of these kind of plays?
Herman Joe Pisarcik.
Yeah. Who later became an Eagle. I'm talking about Pisarcik. Backed up a certain quarterback in Philadelphia.
I think I know that guy.
Yeah. Final play of the half, it's Abrams off the near side. And he's tripped up by Roccabaldo. And now we're at halftime here at Williamstown tonight. Braves will get it when we start the second half. 7-7 after 2 quarters here in Monroe Township.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose and Donovan Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza? And that's Roccaboldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
Yeah, it's definitely brown. I'll probably run some point tomorrow, but I'm running at the back on today. Yeah, right here. No, I don't. Excuse me? Yeah? I need service. I said, then you need to come along. I'm behind plexiglass for Christ's sake. I said, I don't need to know that you need service. You shouldn't
shit. Now according to the way that I'm presented, if it's being to look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know the West Side RSC is nuts. LAPD, I'm a sweep the bus. If a rap, this was cheap bus. All this rap money, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love, in the dream and trust. We switching up the player for your team too much. I need to be my love, those scream, what's up? And I'm traveling around the world, feeding cream or what? Ain't you get up on whoever else who's sitting with crush? Those Vegas strip club, ready to earn the buck. After all that, you talk all these singles suck. If you sing it back, rather be in the city with us. What's the story? On my life, running on my life. Sacrifice, hustle, like price. One slice, I can blow the dice. Why? On my life, running on my life.
Kicking off for the Blue Devils, number 22, Andrew Fields. Back to receive for the Braves, number 2, Brody Colbert. Number 3, Keon South.
Start of the second half here tonight in Williamstown. After the journey to the snack bar.
You've got to have our pretzels, Chris. Look, if they don't have soft pretzels at the concession stand at a high school game, I'm not doing it. I'm walking out. I mean, tell Doug this is part of my contract.
The kick is taken at the 30-yard line for the Braves. It's Turner Inge with the return, and the Braves will get it at the 30-yard line. Tonight's referee, by the way, is Henry Wimberg. And college official, big-time college official, D1, Conference USA. Wing officials up on the far side. The linesman is Rich Hahn. Rich Sakosha is on the near side. Colbert in motion on first down. And Brown going to throw it. And his pass is deflected and incomplete for Turner Inge. Bring up a second down.
It's a deep drop in the pocket. I think they were trying to set up the screen. Kind of got to let one of those defenders go and you get caught up in the wash. Nearly intercepted, but I do like the play call. The execution wasn't there for the Braves on that first down play.
Caught up in the wash. What exactly does that mean?
There's a lot of just traffic inside when trying to get a tailback out on the screen from inside out. That time he couldn't find a clear path to throw the ball to Turner Inge.
There's a fumbled snap, and Zaraku's got it. Braves just can't seem to find their way.
Well, they're going to have to find it passing the ball here. Close out this opening series of drive. 3rd and 12.
After the loss of 4 on the play. First minute, third quarter tonight. It's a playoff contest exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut on BFA Sports. Braves need the 40-yard line on 3rd down. Brown chased out, dumps it off, and too far for Engine complete.
Yeah, I think this one, as bad as you want to put it on your offensive line, and you do get beat at left tackle with a quick inside move, and Doug has to scramble to off his back foot in the flat. I don't think that pass play was going to be completed and going for a first down anyway. Offensively, as a play caller, as a coach, you've got to put yourself in better, more advantageous positions. Get the ball to Keon Saab and Brody Colbert as quickly as possible and let them take the yards after the catch.
Pedersen will punt, following the 3-and-out for the Braves to start the second half. And this one will die at midfield. Down by Taylor Robinson, and Hammonton back on offense. By the way, Tony Strazieri and Kevin Hallman round out the officiating crew tonight. So 31-yard punt, Hammonton on offense. 7-7 our score here in Williamstown tonight. Still 10-7 Ocean City at home against St. Joseph Hammonton. The loser of that game plays the loser of this game. That game has just gone final, 12-7, Ocean City over St. Joe's. So St. Joe's will play the loser of this game. And the handoff to Brock Weissman. Got a couple. Second down coming up.
You see that time. Even though he didn't make the play, he got blocked fairly soundly. Nasir Lane did a good job getting up the field, forcing the running back to stay inside, only a 2-yard gain. That's good, sound defense on first down.
Boy, didn't it start off good, too, especially with Nasir Lane and the big hit on special teams. Then you got a nice long touchdown drive, and then it all changed on one play.
And that's it. At the end of the day, defensively, you can look back. They made one play on us in the first half. Continue to play sound football.
On 2nd and 8, this is Abrams. Gets down to about the 43.
Again, they run downhill. Trap block, kick out on Ezeraku. He's saying to himself, my bad, I got to be able to make that play as well. I'm a big-time college football player to be. And now with a 3rd and medium situation, can this defense get off the field?
3rd down and 5. .9:35 and ticking down here in the third quarter. It's a tie ball game. So the winner goes to the prep. The loser will most likely host St. Joe's of Hammonton. On 3rd down, it's a pass near side, and that pass is incomplete. Wanted Riker. And 4th down, and the Braves appear to hold, but no indication that the Blue Devils are going to punt.
And Chris Taylor Robinson, he had an interception. He read that route. Trips formation, basically in trips. Number 3, the inside guy, 1, 2, 3 from outside in. He's going to go to the flat. They get in a bunch of trip formation. Somebody's going out towards the sideline, and Taylor Robinson read it perfectly, jumped the route, and forced the quarterback to throw it in the dirt or get picked off.
4th and 4. We are going to see another Riker punt. Were you ever in that mode about the scoreboard watching? And this is a low-line drive that Saab and Colbert are going to let die, and this is going to wind up being a great kick for Hammonton. It's going to pin the Braves inside their own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. So 91 yards for the Braves to go as they get back on offense here early in the third quarter. But I want to get back to the point of, one thing that I don't understand, and that is, okay, it was one play, right? Do you go back to what works? And it seems like Williamstown has not gone back to what has worked.
Well, defensively, well, obviously, just the one play, they get to stop here, it's worked. But offensively, you got to stop shooting yourself in the foot, the penalties. You get the big play on the bubble screen to Brody Colbert, you get a penalty. You get the bad snap on the first offensive play, and Turner Ian's got to try to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And then he fumbles.
And he fumbles. Yeah. You know, this is the little things that kind of get in the coaching staff's way from being able to call a sound game.
At the 9, first down, the drive starts. Turner Inge breaks a couple tackles and bangs his way for about 2.
Look at all those white jerseys to the football. Even though the toss play goes to the short side of the field, they just toss the ball out. He gets good kick-out block on the edge. Turner turns it up, tries to get as much as he can. Good job by LaRusso making that block, number 51.
Bring up a second down and 8. Lorenzo Hines is the late entry into the backfield. And they fake a handoff to him, and then Brown wipes out. And he had some yards down to the 13. He'll bring up a third down and about 7.
And Doug made the right decision. Zone read. Both defenders crashed with the running back. Doug made the right decision. You can see even there at the last second, Keyshawn Clayton, number 8, he was going for the running back as well, but Doug just loses his footing. Can't pick up as much as he could have. That was a big play.
Ball at the 12. 3rd and 7 for the Braves. Brown rolling right. He throws and hits a coach on the sideline. That's incomplete, and he'll bring up 4th down.
Can't really see. We had a tight camera angle on that shot for Doug. Who he's trying to hit. I can see Quincy Noel on a comeback route. He was pretty much covered. And Hammonton's going to force a Williamstown punt.
And they should get the ball in pretty good field position. With Rao back at near midfield. And Pedersen a yard deep in his own end zone. You just get that feeling that one play away again. Patterson gets it blocked, smothered in the end zone for a Hammonton touchdown. Michael D'Agostino.
You called it. There's the one play. Punting out of your own end zone. D'Agostino playing like a dog makes it a beautiful play, just rushing up the middle. It wasn't necessarily a punt block situation. If they were all out committed to go after it, this is just a guy hustling and outplaying a little bit more. Turner Inge is the up back. He's trying to get the block on him late, but at that point, D'Agostino's right in the punter's face. He gets the block, the recovery, and the touchdown. That's the hat trick.
The special team score for Hammonton. The extra point is short, but a block punt has given Hammonton the lead. 13-7 here on BFA.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
A blocked punt, missed extra point for Hammonton. They have the lead now, 13-7. 7:41 to go here in our playoff contest tonight from Williamstown. BFA Sports exclusive coverage of the Braves, sponsored by Pizza Hut. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here tonight. And the Braves finding themselves down by 6. They've had the ball the last 3 possessions, and they've gotten 12 yards.
It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it.
The kick from Fields. This is a good one. Drives Colbert back to the 5. Gets his foot. Lost his foot. It's been that kind of night, folks. And he wipes out at the 15-yard line. Looks like he's going to get the motor going here.
On Sundays, he can get up and go, but not on Friday nights.
Or Saturday.
Except for the wild card.
What?
Wild card
no.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Wild card Saturday.
Which they've turned into like this big event now. Remember
The
they used to
ESPN
be,
game. That's the only ESPN game they can get.
They used to be just like afternoon games. And they used to be with the network of the conference. Not anymore. First down. Brown. Misdirection. And Hines up the middle. First down, Braves. To the 31.
All right. There's a little spark there. You can see this hometown right here. 2021 Chop House and all the fans here at Williamstown High School start to get behind this team. They're down 7-0. Excuse me, they're down 6, 13-7.
We know what you meant. Second down carry for 4. Hines again to the 36. And a no huddle for the Braves.
All game long, Kyle Vanderveer, he's been man-to-man against Keon Saab. This time he's playing off bottom of the screen. That's a big cushion.
Hines again, big hole, first down up to the 46. 10 yards for Lorenzo.
We got Sam Burek, the 63. Big Nick Bruno. I seen Nick out swagging, dancing pregame to some music as the team was warming up. He was fired up and getting ready to go, and this offensive line is looking like they're trying to put this team on their back.
That's Colbert in motion. They put the ball at the 45. Officially, it's a 9-yard gain for Hines and a first down. Now Brown directing as Zaraku. Takes the snap, and he didn't mean to do it, but he's able to fall on top of it. It looked like he tried to pull it away at the last second.
This is we got to teach about Mr. Rodriguez Hines at this last point. You don't show up your teammates, your quarterback, kind of saying, "What are you doing?" Just be calm. Get back to the huddle. It's not over. Play the next play. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Play the next play.
Loss of a yard. Second down and 11. A fake, a shoulder fake, and a deep ball near side. And what a defensive play by Santino Rao.
Yeah, I think Doug's got to put some more onto that football. They go with the zone read, fake the bubble screen. You throw it up the field. You got to get that ball closer to the sideline. It's a little in, about halfway between the sideline and the numbers. You can see Keon turn on that gear at the last second as he's done in some big plays early in the season. I do like the opportunity that they took the shot to target the #1 athlete in the 2022 class.
Third down and 11 for the Braves. Brown rolls out. They need 11. In trouble. And he's going to get sacked for the first time tonight. Andrew Wayner tracked him down.
I'll be honest, that's just good coaching by the Hammonton defensive side. There's nobody open. You could take that check down on 3rd and 11 to Brody Colbert. There's nobody open. You don't block the backside rusher. That's just customary because you feel like Doug's option, his first option, is going to be open. It's not. He has to hold the ball and take a sack. But you've heard that probably down in NovaCare a little bit in this area. Quarterback holding the ball, taking a sack, but
aren't they eerily similar?
Yeah, and I think that play particularly is on the offensive coaching staff and the chess match that they're going up against Hammonton. Hammonton just called the right defense and the right coverage there. You win some, you lose some.
Pedersen able to get this one away. And off the bounce, it'll be down to the 33-yard line. Hammonton back on offense. They're up 13-7 with 4:42 to go here in the third quarter. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, our BFA Sports crew here tonight. Next week, with a victory. We will be at the Prep Friday night. Our coverage will begin at 6 o'clock. If Hammonton hangs on, we will be home against St. Joe's of Hammonton.
So clearly, we want the Prep. You know, like those schools that say they're going to defeat it. We want Bama. You know, UCF was chanting that. We want Bama. We want the Prep. Let's get this win.
Those are saying we want Bama. You're going to get them. At the 33-yard line, Hammonton back on offense.
I'll tell you something funny about that. A few years ago, I had an argument that University of Idaho should have been in the national championship or in the playoffs.
Abrams on first down for about a yard. Braves are there in the Nasir lane. Go ahead.
But it was a funny. It was actually from I think it was from Aria West Point that year, and they had a pretty bad record. They might have been 2-10, but they had beat somebody who had beat somebody who had beat somebody all the way down to Memphis, who had ended up beating Auburn, who Auburn beat Alabama.
Right.
But I had to look back, and Idaho beat Army that year. So I'm like, Idaho, we got an argument. We should be in the playoffs at 2-10. We want Bama. It's funny how this game plays out.
Oh, yeah. Again, 2020 is just a mess everywhere you go. Van Deaver gets away.
Good job, Brody.
And he'll get to the sideline after a pickup of a couple of yards.
Great job by Brody Colbert at the very last second. Kind of a broken play. That play was blown up in the backfield by Xavier Alexander yet again, but this time you see Brody Colbert keeping that outside arm free, right arm keeping the blocker at bay. Wiseman didn't have a choice. He didn't want to get the holding call. Just going to force the third down, but that's only because of the effort by Brody Colbert and the rest of this defense hustling behind him and starting up front with number 44, Xavier Alexander. I'm expecting an inside handoff run, and he's going to be big right here.
That last little surge by Van Deaver, that was a 6-yard run. It's only 3rd and 2. Wishbone. And Abrams is stopped. Nasir Lane.
Then Lane's going to get the tackle, but watch 44. Watch Xavier Alexander just stand up his guard right there in the hole. He doesn't go anywhere. He's giving up a lot of size and a lot of weight to Luis Rodriguez. I mean, he's listed at 260. Xavier's listed at 230 pounds. I think he may even be a little lighter than that. I see him as a fullback at the next level, but they forced the punt with a great stop on 3rd and 2.
A loss of 1. It's 4th and 3. And a Riker punt, and the Braves should get the ball in decent shape here. Low line drive off the bounce. Colbert's got it. 40 to the 42. Taken down by Santino Rao. But the 42-yard line is a lot better than the 9, and the Braves are back on offense with 3:06 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Got to find a way to get something going offensively. 7 points on the board, 1 good drive, and the chunk of that came on a speed option play from Doug Brown. You've got about 3 plays combined for an average of about 25, 30 yards in that speed option, including a big run by Dougie Brown himself.
.307 on the clock in the 3rd. Pitch on first down, and the Blue Devils read it beautifully. Brown got buried, and Hines got thrown out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Austin Hudak, number 20. Your job on the option, if you got quarterback, you got to take him and try to take him out, and Doug Brown took a shot on that one. Luckily to get that pitch up enough for Rodriguez Hines to get closer to the line of scrimmage, bringing up a loss in the 2nd and 12 situation.
2-yard loss, ball back at the 40, and a 2nd down and 12. Saab is in motion. Brown, Saab, and Saab can throw it. He's going to. And what an unbelievable catch by Quincy Noel. One hand, he pulled it in.
Wow. People still can't believe he made this catch. I mean, kind of a wobbly throw under pressure by Keon Saab. But Quincy just comes out at 13, pulling out his inner Odell Beckham Jr. and makes a one-handed grab, and that could be the spark to get this Williamstown defending state champion team going here tonight.
18-yard gain, first down for the Braves. They're at the Hammonton 33. It's a pitch and then a wipeout by Hines at the line of scrimmage.
Good job, Santino Rayo, getting up the field, and you can't make that mistake. You don't turn away color. You see an opponent, Sam Burek, you see an opponent come up when you're lead blocking from your guard position, you got to take them. You can't pass them up.
What does see color mean?
You see any color that's not in your jersey, that's not a black uniform tonight, you got to block them. You didn't, and Mr. Hines forced a slip.
Like friend or foe, Hines can't slip away from that tackle by Weissman, and it'll bring up a third down and about 8.
You know, one thing wearing these white uniforms and pants, you can see who's going to be physical. You can see who's scared to tackle. You're going to be muddy. You're going to be in the dirt. This is not AstroTurf. This is real grass here. It's muddy. It's been raining a little bit this week. You can tell who's a football player and who's not.
Raining a little bit.
Well, it's been clear tonight. Thank God. Let's keep it that way. I didn't want to jinx it.
We tick inside of a minute to play here in the third, and a third down and 9 for the Braves. They need the 23-yard line. Brown. Hines again with the hole and the first down. He goes inside the 25-yard line. First down, Braves.
And that was the situation. The offensive staff of Williamstown actually out-chest matched the Hammonton side. They go with the trips formation to the right. They're thinking pass. They just run a simple downhill play, and Hines picks up the first down.
Could be the last play of the quarter. Hines off the right side, spinning his way, and he is close to another Williamstown first down. He's got it at the 11-yard line. So the Braves are finding something all of a sudden, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter here tonight in Williamstown with the score. Hammonton 13, the Braves 7. The fourth quarter is next here on BFA Sports coverage of the Williamstown Braves, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hit it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
We welcome you back to Williamstown. Start of the fourth quarter here tonight on BFA Sports. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the crew here. 13-7, Hammonton in front. 12 minutes to go. The winner will go to
the prep?
Yep. In front of?
Nah, we're not worried about them. In front of Chris and Coffee.
Yeah.
On BFA Productions.
20% of the Richland Rowdies, right?
Presented by Williamstown and Pizza Hut of Glassboro. And Ed Herron, who's going to bring a pizza box, because Chris is going to go get it this time and then bring it down to Richland.
From the 11, it's a first down. And the quick hitter to Ezeraku is incomplete.
I feel bad for this coaching staff because that was one of the best play calls they've made all night. RPO, it's a run play called. You allow Doug the freedom to throw the slant route. Done. You got to make that catch. I know you're a linebacker. You got to put the gloves back on if you're going to play offense. Make that catch. That was a good pull on that one by Doug Brown. But you still got an opportunity in the red zone.
Braves can get a first down without scoring. They would need the 1-yard line. Bad snap on second down, and there goes Brody Colbert just to fall on top of it. And again, the inconsistency is starting to rear its ugly head.
Yeah, that's just, those are the situations. You call a good one on first down, you got the RPO, and you drop it. and then you get a fumble snap. And if you're an offensive coordinator for Williamstown, if you've got any hair left, it's falling out because these mistakes can't all be blamed on you. You got to execute with the 11 guys in the helmets on the field.
3rd down, 18. I think you just want to get half of it here, right?
Yeah, it's 2-down territory.
No, instead it's going to be a Williamstown timeout, so they'll take their first of the half, and we'll take it with them.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Following the timeout, a 3rd down and 18 from the 19-yard line. Let's see what Pat Gallagher drew up after the timeout. It's a fake reverse, and Hines keeps it, and Hines gets down to the 6. And that'll set up a huge 4th down and about 5. You got points here. You're in Amico's range. What do you do, Coffee?
Me personally, this time is left. Let's take a look. 10:46. You got to go for it. If you're down 7, oddly, I'd say kick it. Down by 6, I'm going for it. At least at worst, your defense is going to be back. You're going to have the offense backed up. Sorry.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Brown on 4th down. Rolls out. Looks. Back to the end zone. It's a jump ball, and it's incomplete. Keon Sabb looking for a flag. There is none. And Hammonton will take over on downs, but they are pinned inside their 10. They're at the 8.
Took a while for Keon Sabb to get across the field. You can see double coverage on him. Hammonton knew, we're not letting number 3 beat us. We got 2 of our best athletes follow him wherever he goes. And that play, the chess match, goes to the Hammonton defensive staff.
Actually, the ball will be at the 6. So Hammonton will take over following the stop on 4th down. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And I could see why you would want to go for it.
Yeah, you can get this ball back and try to, get a short field, get the ball back in midfield. But it starts with your defense and your defensive line trying to get a stop here.
Abrams in the backfield. And he gets the handoff, and he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great play by Turner Inge. Dave's got this replay coming up. Turner Inge comes up on the block, just gets inside, gets down to one knee, solid form tackle, and the rest of the black shirts come and rally behind him.
That'll make his father proud. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Too early for any type of clock considerations. 9:45. Braves do have 2 timeouts. They called one to start the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 10. Another exciting ball game here on BFA Sports. Glad you're enjoying it. Mandeaver, handoff again. Abrams got a couple. Turner Inge in there again. And Nasir Lane. Nasir Lane's had a really good ball game tonight.
Yeah, he's been solid. Definitely in the special teams area. Jaden Wright even gets in on that play. Makes a nice inside move. Number 40 from his D-line position. So it's a collective effort on that 2nd down play. Can they get this stop and force a punt with this 3rd and 7 situation coming up?
Braves are missing Cody Lagamba as an undisclosed injury. So actually, the emergency quarterback, want to take a guess?
Keon Sabb.
Turner Inge.
Keon's 1 for 1. His passer rating is 158.3 on the season.
On third down, a swim move and a fake, and Van Deever's going to run to the sideline.
Brody
cuts it back, but he's not going to get that first down. He reaches for it, but he is short by about
a generous spot. Good job by Brody Colbert. You see Xavier Alexander, number 44. He's hauling tail, trying to get outside. You wish Brody could stay up on his feet. Keon Watkins comes in, and he tries to reach for that 15-yard marker. That's a generous spot.
No, stretch the ball out, no?
You know why? Oddly, I feel like if they're up 7, the way they've been running the football, they might have went for it if it was any closer than that. But right now, Williamstown, their defense hangs on. It looks like they're going to force a punt.
And why give the Braves any momentum at this point? Low snap, Riker got it away. Short kick, Colbert on the run. Brody's to the 20. Brody's to the 10. Brody's to the 5.
Touchdown!
He's going to be short of the goal line. But a great return by Brody Colbert.
Oh, slow down if you can at the very end, Dave. My goodness, that's a heck of a play. And it's a low punt, so the return team, their job is to block first. Excuse me, the punt team, the coverage team, they're trying to block. Brody gets a head start right here at the very last second. I think he might have been just a little short. Inside the 1, in my opinion.
That's where they'll put it. So the return by Brody Colbert, 39 yards on the punt return.
Oh, man.
At the 1-yard line.
Sneaking it, let's get in.
First and goal.
There we go.
A sneak. And Brown did not get in.
I do this 4 times. I'm going to trust my senior offensive lineman, the big boy. Doug is trying to tell him, hey, look, we need this much. Get behind Nick Bruno. Get this football in the end zone. I'm not calling it play.
Second down. Nope, it's Inge left side. Touchdown.
All right. Turner's on my fantasy team, too. We'll take it, and we're tied up.
His second of the night.
Great block. Xavier Alexander, you seen just a little bit of penetration from the defensive line of Hammonton, and number 44 wiped all that out and led the way for Turner. Look like he's limping a little bit. He's playing tough. You see those white pants aren't white anymore.
Mrs. Inge will be very happy to know when we watch those, right?
Yeah.
This is a fairly large extra point here, folks. Exactly 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and you can see the Braves are tied with Hammonton, pending this Amico extra point. Brown will hold it. And Amico drills it.
There we go.
Braves in front.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Brody Colbert put the Braves in great shape with a 39-yard punt return to the 1, and 2 plays later, Turner Inge busted it in, his second touchdown of the game, and a successful extra point by Brendan Amico, and that's the difference. The Braves are up 14-13. As we get set for Amico's kick, and the Braves defense has really responded here in the second half. They've given Hammonton nothing. This is Connie Temple. Right side, and it's covered beautifully by the special teams at the 20-yard line.
41, Nathan Bethea.
Nathan Bethea, he's the one, number 41, just hustling down. You can just see the kickoff unit is an extension of your defense. Kicked inside the 10-yard lines, being brought out. Right there, bang. You see the hustle and the effort by Bethea setting his defense up.
So now Van Dever and the Blue Devils go to work. They mark it at the 19 officially. And a first down with Abrams. He has a 75-yard touchdown run tonight in the backfield. And it's him cutting it back up the middle, and that's a good run on first down. That should be enough to move the chains, and it is.
It's an inside run, one of the few times they've been able to get some success running in between the tackles.
Ball at the 30-yard line and a first down for Hammonton. 6.5 to go in the fourth. 14-13, Williamstown. Handoff up the middle. That is Weissman. And a good carry on first down.
That was a tricky play. They actually pulled the guard for 56 out of the gap they actually ran into. That play surprised me and obviously surprised the Williamstown defensive front. 6 yards on first down.
56 is D'Agostino. He's got the block punt and recovery for the touchdown, which is the second Hammonton score tonight. 2nd down and 3, 5:50 to go. And they have the ball at the 37. This is Abrams right side. Can he turn the corner? He can. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, if this is one thing that I try to coach up these players to make it better. For Donovan Ezeraku, just go. Get on the edge. Don't try to read this play. You go inside. You try to hesitate for a second, and you get beat around the edge. You're too much of an athlete. He's got that Von Miller type of frame. I'd line him up the widest guy outside the wing or the tight end and let him just go. Get in the backfield and cause havoc.
The fact that he hesitated, does that mean Nasir Lane hesitates as well because he doesn't know what he's going to do?
And a little bit, Nasir Lane doesn't have the actual athleticism and foot speed as Donovan does. And I think he may get, just caught up. Look, he's got some big guys he's going up against, and just by his alignment on that last play allowed them, he got the first down.
Well, they didn't give him the first down, and now they did. It was a 3rd down and 1. I'm kind of surprised at that spot. Why would a player...
A little Reggie Bush push there.
Yeah, why would a player of Abrams' caliber,
Brock Wiseman, good.
Why would a player of Abrams' caliber, knowing that he's going to get to the marker, just go out of bounds 1.5 yards short of it?
Yeah, tough situation, but all for not here. Now look, that extra play might have burned another 20 seconds off this clock, and the way they're driving this football down and not having to throw it, this could be the make it or break it drive for both teams. We're
down to 5 minutes. And a first down, and now we got 2 guys moving, and they're going to shut this play down.
Self-inflicted wounds. You talk to any coach at the highest level, from Bill Belichick to Nick Saban to Dabo Swinney, you cannot make mistakes and shoot yourself in the foot. That'll kill you, especially when the team is as talented as you are. You see that on the Hammonton side, backing themselves up there on their first down.
So the 5-yard penalty puts the ball back to the 36. And a first down and 15. And typically and historically, this is where the Braves take advantage of a penalty and they get aggressive on defense. See what they do. See if you can identify their defensive unit as well, because they look like in the screen, they got 9 guys in the screen, and that means they're up in the box. First down, Van Dever's going to throw it far side. Underneath, incomplete. Taylor Robinson on the coverage. Hammonton wants a flag. They're not going to get any.
Good by Taylor Robinson. He got lined up late in that play. They tried a little wheel route, rolling into the short side of the field, and he's just running stride for side. Best part is he turned his head. Didn't panic. Didn't get the PI on the underthrown ball. Turned his head to look for the football. Good break up and a good job by Mr. Robinson.
Good no call on the sideline there, and it's going to be 2nd and 15. Once again, 12-7. Ocean City defeated St. Joseph Hammonton. earlier tonight. Second down carry. Abrams tripped up by his own guy.
And that's Donovan just making havoc. He just got up the field. He didn't necessarily make the tackle, but he forced the play. Look, Donovan just gets up the field, stays outside. At the last second, he comes back inside. I didn't like that part, but just the penetration. You get into the backfield, you force the running back on this sloppy field to cut up. It's another tackle for loss, and now you got a known passing situation. Now you can pin your ears back and go after the quarterback.
And that's what Mike Seidenberg's defense lives for. 3rd down and 17. Crowd getting into it. Van Deever's going to put it up. Over the middle, intercepted. Braves have it. Taylor Robinson picked him off.
Big time play as Araku could kind of turn the corner, but he loses his footing. And just a high throw. Would have been short of the sticks if he gets that ball down and maybe a tackle in a 4th and short. But the overthrow, Taylor Robinson, 2 big plays in the pass department on that drive. Williamstown going to go with their 4-minute offense, try to close this game out.
How huge was that where I said it'll take one play? There it was. At midfield, Braves take over. 2 timeouts left. All 3 for Hammonton. And 3:49 on the clock. They run the spread on 1st down. Brody Colbert got on the other side of midfield. 2nd down and long. Weissman on the stop along with Riker. And a timeout has been called by Hammonton. That's their first. Are you curious they call a timeout that early?
But the way that their offense goes, they need as much time as they get. It's not like they have a potent offense. They can throw the football down the field and wait a couple series and allow 1st down to burn their timeouts in the minute range. They got to use them now or never. On this stop, they're gambling to get the stop back, give their offense 2 minutes and some change to try to get down the field for at least a potential game-winning field goal.
Because if Williamstown does not move the ball, they have a kicker in Pedersen, a punter, who's going to probably pin them deep anyway. So that makes sense. Now we'll see what happens. What the Braves get on 2nd down would probably determine if Coach Rasso wants to call another timeout.
2 first downs is what you're looking for here.
3:42 to go in your ball game. 2nd and 9. This is Hines, and he is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Austin Hudak got in there, and Hammonton will call their 2nd timeout.
Yeah, that part, I didn't like the actual personnel grouping. You try to spread them out. There's only 5 men, no tight end in the game, receivers all over the field. Well, Hammonton wasn't falling for it. They knew it wasn't a pass. They were playing the run all the way. You didn't have enough blockers to protect your running back. You took a loss there.
So now you have 1 timeout left if you're Hammonton. 3:34 on the game clock. And this is a situation here as the Braves actually will switch the balls. So obviously the ground is saturated. You see the players slipping and falling all the time. Anyway, back to the point. Do you throw the ball here?
If I do, I'm throwing it to number 2 or number 3. We're going short to Brody Colbert. We're going down the field to Keon Saab. Let him try to make a play if it's one-on-one coverage. That's my game plan if I'm going out there.
Keon Saab hasn't done much tonight other than that reverse pass, and his quarterback rating is 158.3.
See, right now you got him. He's going to be at the top of the screen on the far side. Can't see it on the camera, but it looks like it's single coverage over there.
3rd and 12. They fake a reverse. Turner's got some room. Cuts it back. Still going. Still going. Turner Inge will not be denied, and he gets the 1st down to the 34-yard line.
This is that counter play we talked about so much last year, and you got it work. A.J. Riker fell for the bait, just jumped inside at the last second, allowed Turner Inge to get ahead of steam, and he runs through tackles and picks up the a huge 1st down.
24 yards for Turner Inge. Big run for that young man right there.
I'm sure if Ainge found was going to have a plate of food for him, he's put it all on the line here tonight.
From the 34, Hammonton with 1 timeout left. And you can see Dougie signaling to the official who's got the play clock, and he'll wait until he gets down to 2. And he is counting right now. So they snap it with 2 seconds, and Turner Inge still on his feet, still going. Down to the 23, and he's very close to another first down. Matter of fact, he's got it.
100-yard game, 2 touchdowns on the ground. And this is where the greats, the Emmitt Smiths, the Adrian Petersons put the team on the back in the 4th quarter. Can you drive the rest of this clock out? We're going to hand you the football, trust you to hold on to it and protect it, and go forward.
It is a first down. It's got 2 on the box, but it is a first down.
Be careful, Chris. If I'm Hammonton, if you don't get a stop, a tackle for loss in this play, I may let him score in the next play.
We'll wait to see that. 2 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to let him score after this play, Chris.
The count is on from the official. And everybody knew that Turner was getting that one. And that is Hammonton's final timeout.
All right, so there's the first play. They get the timeout there. At this point, if you can get another tackle for loss, maybe you try to play it out, force the field goal. You'll have about 40 seconds. But anything closer than that, even with no timeouts left, Williamstown could take a knee and take it under a minute. You don't have a potent passing attack. I may be willing to say to my defense right here, you know what, put up a fight, let them score. You go down by 8 or 7, at least you got a minute and a half to work with.
I seriously doubt that Pat Gallagher is going to put this ball in the air.
Not at all.
So you've got a second down and about 12. Right now the ball is at the 25-yard line. And Hammonton out of timeouts.
I mean, a guy that I've met Todd Gurley a couple times. He took some flack a couple weeks ago with the Falcons when he scored. He's trying to fall down at the goal line. So you're telling Turner, listen, if you break through, fall down. We're talking 40-second clock. You get 2 more kneel downs. That's about, what, a minute, 20 seconds? I think at this point, you can pretty much end this game. I'd even consider maybe even just going straight ahead, taking a knee. We're going downhill runs. Don't fight for extra yardage. Get what you can, Turner.
That's Colbert in motion.
Oh, no.
It's a pitch to Inge. Inge will get to the 20 and stays in bounds. And now we watch the clock.
Defensively, you wish you could have held him up. I think at the very last second, Brock Wiseman gets down around his legs. He tried to push him out of bounds. If he would have got out of bounds, that would have been big for Hammonton. But a good job by Turner Inge getting that toss pitch, turning up the field.
Now the clock is stopped because Brody Colbert's helmet came off, and he has to come out for one play.
Look, at the end of the day, I think if you're Williamstown, you can run it down to 1 second, take a timeout, and then run your final play.
Well, now it's going to be a 25-second play clock instead of a 40 because it was the offense that lost the helmet, which means that this ball's got to be snapped
at 40 seconds.
At 1 minute.
Okay, at 1 minute, you take a knee. What's the next clock going to be?
40.
40 seconds.
But it'll be 4th down.
4th down, I take my chances from there.
They better snap it now because the clock has started. 102, 101, 1 minute. They're counting it. Inge is in motion. 1 on the play clock. They snap it, and Lorenzo Hines gets to the 17-yard line. This ball has to be snapped with 9 seconds left.
If you're coaching staff, I talked about it before, be playing in the Arena League. If we talk about inside of 9 seconds, at this point, you can just drop back as far as you can, Doug. Throw the ball up in the air out the back of the end zone.
Throw it off the screen.
Off the net, yeah, but we throw it in the stands. The ball doesn't land. It doesn't stop the clock till it comes down. I tell Doug, throw this ball as high as you can through the goalposts.
You're going to see a Williamstown timeout as soon as that play clock reaches 5. Or are they going to run the play? They're going to run a play. Turner Inge on 4th and 4, and he is going to ice it.
Nope, I think he's down with a second, unless he got the first down. If he got the first down, he iced it.
That's the ball game, folks. 4th down, Pat Gallagher decides to run a play. Turner Inge gets the first down, and this one is over tonight in Williamstown. The final score, Braves 14, Hammonton 13. It'll be Williamstown at the Prep and a rematch next week, Friday, 6 o'clock, our coverage here on BFA Sports. For our entire BFA Sports crew, and tonight's game produced and directed by David Virgilio, Charles Hope on camera, Josh Hood on graphics, and Mr. Skywalker is our other cameraman. For Coffee Jones, this is Chris Lozzi. Thanks for joining us. An exciting ball game tonight. We'll talk to you next Friday from the Prep here on BFA. Good night, everybody.